drop.
This could be the end.
1,
The cover.
2. Oh, Regal just barely kicks out. Undertaker just staying on Regal. Uh-oh.
He might be looking to send him straight to hell.
Thinking choke slam. Here we go. Undertaker thinking that no.
No, Regal with the counter.
And they got William Regal.
What a suplex.
What a throw by Regal. 1, 2. And Undertaker has to kick out barely. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, here it is. This.
A choke slam. What a counter.
And this. Uh-oh. That means trouble for William Regal. Looking to finish him off.
Here we go. Could this be the fate of Goldberg at WrestleMania 2? Tombstone pile driver.
And here comes the pin, and this has got to be it.
1, 2, 3.
Chalk up another win for The Undertaker with just that much more momentum. I mean, he looks, polished and ready for his match with Goldberg.
Well, Goldberg beat Jack Swagger last week on Smackdown. Undertaker responded with a slam and a tombstone. But Undertaker made a statement here by beating William Regal.
And you can see here the tombstone power driver, one of the most devastating finishers. Take out William Regal with it. Looks to be the same to Goldberg when they get to WrestleMania 2. Undertaker wants to remain the last outlaw. This crowd clearly backing The Undertaker and all this. What a statement by The Undertaker.
What a victory. Wait a minute, it's Goldberg! Spear!
Out of nowhere! The confidence of Goldberg is almost frightening.
He just went in and speared The Undertaker.
And look at this. We have John Cena and Kurt Angle.
World champion and one of the challengers.
But tonight they're going to be tag team partners. It looks like they're going to...
Looks like Angle says he's got Cena's back.
Putting their differences aside. Angle extends his hand. Look at this.
Looks like Angle and Cena are on the same page.
A united front against Danny Jackpot and Mark Henry. That's our main event for tonight. Of course, 3 of those men are going to be facing off at this year's biggest event. And
WrestleMania 2.
WrestleMania 2.
And then Mark Henry last week made a vicious statement on the Monster Abyss. We haven't seen I'm not sure what. Abyss is hurt.
This is not here, but of course, we've been mentioning it all night. We've been seeing a lot of matches for him. WrestleMania 2, it doesn't get any bigger than that.
And Sin Cara and Rojo is a part of this. It's not on here, but here we go. ECCW Championship. Wade Barrett against the champion, R-Truth.
R-Truth able to prove to everybody the conspiracies are not true, but Wade Barrett looking to take the title from him.
Fatal 4-way.
Announced tonight the Fatal 4-way elimination Battle Royal Intercontinental Championship match. Rob Van Dam, Evan Bourne, Dolph Ziggler look to take the championship from Lucy Jacks.
And Kofi Kingston, a partner of his choice, will challenge Jericho for the Tag Team Championship.
Wonder who he's going to pick for that big matchup. Also, another match announced for tonight, Zack Starr and Jeff Hardy, a grudge match. Zack Starr's been talking about Jeff Hardy's family making this personal. And it's going to get personal at WrestleMania.
Extreme Rules. And here's another personal match. AJ Styles and John Morrison. Morrison didn't like the way AJ Styles came into the company and disrespected him. It's all going to come to head at WrestleMania 2. Here we go, Smokey and a partner of his choice, Against Legacy, if Smokey cannot find a partner, he will not compete at WrestleMania.
This is our biggest opportunity in WEDF. Another match that was announced tonight. Alberto Del Rio and Bobby Lashley are gonna face off. Lashley's looking to put Del Rio in his place, says pick on someone your own size. Put up the challenge.
And this is gonna be huge. Triple H and Brock Lesnar. Lesnar says he's the new cerebral assassin. Says he's gonna end the game at WrestleMania. But Triple H says other things to say in that.
Also, another huge match. World Tag Team Championships are on the line. Edge and Christian look to challenge the champions, the congregation, in their playground, the tables, ladders, and chairs. Also,
here we go.
This is my match. This is going to be big. United States Championship. MVP is going to defend against 5 men. Kane, Booker T, JBL, the Great White Sheamus, and of course myself, the Hawaiian Mad Icon.
And this is going to be controversial. CM Punk and Hulk Hogan. Punk says Hulkamania is going to run wild on Hogan. We know Hogan. He says Hulkamania is going to live on forever, but will that be the question at WrestleMania?
Another huge match on Raw. We have Randy Orton and Samoa Joe going against each other one-on-one.
Samoa Joe has a little chip on his shoulder. He wants to prove to Randy Orton that he wants to beat him in a one-on-one match.
Of course, the streak is on the line. Undertaker looks to take on his toughest opponent yet, Goldberg.
Goldberg made the statement on 8/21/11 that The Undertaker is next.
Of course, the main event for Smackdown, the World Heavyweight Championship, is being defended in a triple threat match. Danny Jackpot did not cheaply earn his opportunity, and because of that, John Cena was added to the match.
And our main event, where The Miz is going to make sure the Austin era does not begin again, as The Miz defends against the Royal Rumble winner, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Of course, that is as stacked as you can get. WrestleMania 2.
And there's still more matches that could be confirmed.
I mean, we still have some time before WrestleMania 2 even gets here, so I mean, this is looking to be the biggest event that we've ever seen.
Possibly even bigger than last year. So many first-time matches. That's what WrestleMania is all about. So much beef with each other that's going to be settled at WrestleMania 2.
WrestleMania is where dreams come true, and everybody's looking to capture that one opportunity. Of course, one of the biggest matches that we talked about is, of course, the World Heavyweight Championship match, and that is going to culminate in tonight's main event as we see the tag team match that is getting ready to take place right now. Of course, here comes Mark Henry, the only man in this match who is not going to participate in that, but he is not, he apparently doesn't have any much going on except, he did basically manhandle Abyss on the last Smackdown.
Well, Mark Henry feels like he's being left out of the equation. Mark Henry has taken everyone on notice. He's got nothing in return, no World Championship shot. Maybe because he's been attacking everyone, but still Mark Henry's been impressive ever since he's come to SmackDown.
I give him credit for what he's doing here on SmackDown, but I think that exactly what you said, you don't reward people for making people, for injuring people, putting them on the injured list. Mark Henry should be rewarded for his actions if he wants to be in the World Heavyweight Championship match. You go to the general manager, you talk about making something happen, you may be qualified, which is exactly what Danny Jackpot did. Danny Jackpot at No Way Out was supposed to have a match with John Cena. Essentially, cheap shotted his way out of it and got
Danny was
win.
smart. Danny was smart in that. He outsmarted Cena.
Look, I'll give him credit, but it was a cheap win. He didn't earn it. It was for the opportunity. He should have done it fair and square, but he did not. But tonight he does have to team up with Mark Henry, who is frustrated. I think the big difference between these two teams is that we saw John Cena and Kurt Angle shake hands and decide and agree to let all the differences aside tonight. But we didn't see that from Mark Henry and Danny Jackpot. So there's no telling what they're thinking going into this match.
Danny Jackpot, he likes to hide behind people. Maybe he wants to make sure Mark Henry does most of the work in this tag match. Mark Henry has manhandled Kurt Angle and John Cena before.
Of course, here comes John Cena, the man. Probably my favorite in WEDF, besides, of course, myself. Here he is. The crowd is going wild.
T-Nation is on their feet for John Cena. You know, he wants to get his hands on Danny Jackpot as well as Mark Henry.
Those men responsible for, we know the history between Danny and Cena.
And Danny and Cena and Mark Henry. Remember, Mark Henry manhandled John Cena twice before. And here comes our World Heavyweight Champion. The fans are on their feet. Here he comes. Kurt Angle, the world champion, won at Survivor Series. Kind of a little hypocrite the way he turned himself around after the way he won it. But nonetheless, he's going to WrestleMania to defend that championship in a triple threat match where he doesn't even have to be involved in the decision to lose that championship. This is going to be an explosive tag team match in our main event. Before the Royal Rumble, Mark Henry took out Kurt Angle, put him through a table after Angle won his match. Mark Henry gets involved in another Angle match, taking out Abyss. You know, Angle's not appreciative of that. Angle wanted to win that match on his own. Here we go. Cena and Danny starting off our main event match. John Cena. Rights and left to Danny Jackpot. You know he wants to get his hand on the True Savior. A big clothesline there. John Cena's unrelentless on Danny. He doesn't forget what happened. Let's say Theodore Long kind of over-rewarded John Cena because Danny Jackpot won that match. Cena shouldn't even have to be in that match, but nonetheless, he is. Cena could very well win the World Heavyweight Championship, or Danny could. Danny's been obsessed ever since bragging rights. It's been like a 6-month obsession. Look at Cena losing his breath.